One hit, 11 strikeouts. The streak is over at 6. Craig Stammen, what are you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man, is he in trouble if he's watching this show. And the wild card race is tied. The Padres, the Diamondbacks, and the Phillies after a complete disaster in Cleveland. This is your Padres Postcast, and it starts right now.
This is the Padres Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Former Padre Joey Cantillo and 3 relievers combined on a one-hitter. Jose Ramirez had an RBI in one of his best games since coming back from hand surgery. And the Cleveland Guardians end the San Diego Padres 6-game win streak with a 6-1 laugher on Saturday night in the land. And man, oh man, Cantillo, 6 innings, completely cooled off the Padres, who had won 6 in a row and 16 out of 20. He allowed only a single in the first inning on a ball that hopped over the first baseman by Jake Cronenworth. And then look, Colin Holderman, Hunter Gaddis, and Eric Sabrowski finished it up. Cleveland hadn't had a no-hitter since 1981. I believe it was Len Barker. Don't ask me how I know these crazy things. But Cantillo, just 1 inning since August 4th after his last outing was cut short by a rain delay, and much-needed win for the Guardians. They hadn't been playing at all since the trade deadline. And, just look, they took an early lead. They just kept putting on the gas, and then the Padres made an error on a double steal later on. And before you know it, it's 6-1. You throw this one away, and you move on to tomorrow because you can still win the series. With Casey Mize on the mound making his 3rd Padres start against Tanner Bibby, who's 4-12 with a 3.99 ERA. Mize 4-7 with a 3.38. But what was Craig Stammen doing with the pitching today? We got to get to that. But first, let's do what we got to do.
This is what you'll be talking about.
The 6-game streak is over. The series tied 1-1. And after looking at one of the hottest offenses in baseball, the Padres absolutely, completely cooled off. And that was something that, the offense disappeared. 1 hit, that's it, 1. It's a ground ball. It's a single, first inning single by Jake Cronenworth, too. On top of that, they scored a run on a double play ball hit by Manny. Fernando had walked. Jake had the 1 hopper. Manny hits the double play ball. And then the Guardians concede the run on the double play ball. So that's the run they scored, right? Jake Cronenworth's first inning single that hopped over the first baseman's head. Their only hit of the game. You know what I'm saying? So 8 straight scoreless innings after that. Cantillo, 1 hit, 1 run, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Another outstanding job by the Guardians bullpen. They did not allow another hit. The Padres, are you ready for some numbers here? This is actually really bad. And I actually think I might do this right now because now is the time to do this.
Since hindsight is always 20/20, let's deliver today's second guess.
All right, the second guess is Craig Stammen, and I have to do this right now, and I'm going to do Who Fudged Up as well, which is the one I meant to hit right there, but it doesn't matter. We can do them in order. 6-11 and none for the Guardians, 1-1 and 2 for the Padres, who got 1 in the first to take the lead. The Guardians tied at bottom of the first. Padres actually threw out a run to the plate. Beautiful relay from Merrill to Bogarts to Freddie Fermin, who was somehow in the lineup today, and that's my second guess. How in the hell do you take Campusano out when he's hitting so well? He's got the highest average on the team. He won the player of the game 3 days in a row for his performances. He was a killer in that 11-2 game, had the big game-winning hit in the series clinching sweep game against Milwaukee, or the sweep clinching game against Milwaukee. And then in the opener of this series, he's right back at it again, and you bench him the next day. And you play Freddie Fermin, who can't hit his way out of a wet paper bag with holes in it. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, gets called for a time clock violation on the hitter, whatever it was, and an automatic strikeout. Just a terrible decision by Craig Stammen. Almost as bad as starting Wandy Peralta, then going to Kyle Hart before going to Randy Vásquez for 5. Completely threw off Vásquez, who was one of the hottest pitchers on the team. What are you doing, Stammen? Why are you this is why managers drive me crazy. I wish baseball teams could play without managers half the time. I swear that I think they'd be better. They're like executives at a corporation. I used to work at radio stations and TV stations for years. The people in the talent side and the people on the sales side would be like, why are these executives here? They just get paid to justify their existence by trying to tell the people who are actually doing things how to do them. And that's all they're there for. And I feel like managers sometimes are in the same boat. I know that's asinine to even say, but I feel like that sometimes, man. Why would you tinker? Vásquez has been starting and pitching very freaking well. Why, Stammen? Why? Why would you take Campusano out and play Fermin? Why? It's like the game he hit Rengifo fourth. This guy's brain dead sometimes. I swear to God, I can't even stand it anymore. I'm being very careful what I say because I don't want to go too crazy. But good God, Stammen, awful, absolutely awful, awful managing, just over managing, corporate executive style, trying to justify your position by telling the people who actually get stuff done how to do it. Oh, you could do this better. You could shave time off this. You could do this more efficiently. You could, yeah, blow it out your blah. Telling people who actually do things how to do it, over tinkering, over managing. It happens all the time, which leads me to
somebody messed up, and it's time to let them know with who fudged up.
I can't even do Randy like that because the way that Stammen did him already. I mean, that would just not even be fair. It'd be like kicking a guy when he's down. You know, Cantillo got the win, Hart got the loss, but not his fault either. Offensively, they got one hit. They struck out 11 times. 11 times, and they got one hit. I don't even need to say, I don't even need to give you any numbers. Cronenworth with a ground ball single. He's hitting 222. He's your number 2 hitter, Stammen. Where's Campusano with his 300 average? Stammen. But then again, France, Merrill, Machado, Fernando, I mean, they were all over. They were all over. I mean, it was just one of those games. Bogarts, pathetic as usual. Austin Hayes, Sheets, Bowen, Merrill, France. You know, I see London. I see nothing today. And it just who fudged up is the whole entire offense as a whole. And it's very easy to go through this game and tell you what happened because the Padres did nothing, right? And Cleveland scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fifth, 2 in the seventh. You know, Machado grounds into a double play. Fernando scores. He had walked and been singled to third by Jake, but Adele doubles in Ramirez in the first. Bailey doubles in Ganao in the second. Kwan doubles in Halpin in the fifth. Ramirez sacrifice fly scores Kwan also in the fifth. DeLauder scored on the throwing error by second baseman Cronenworth, and Kwan stole home. What that means is they tried to steal second base, and Cronenworth got the ball, okay? And the runner that was on third broke for home when they threw it down. That guy came in, and then Cronenworth tries to throw it to third, throws it away, and the next guy scores. Is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much about it, and that leads me to
time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
I mean, it was 1-1 after an inning, and it was 2-1 after the bottom of the second. So Bailey's RBI double in the second, you could technically say was a turning point because by the time Randy Vásquez got the ball, he had no chance to get the win. Excuse me, no chance to get the win. But you know, obviously where the game was really won and put away was, you know, Kwan doubles to right, scoring Halpin, and Ramirez with the sac fly scoring Kwan off of Vásquez in the fifth. But really, when Stammen filled out his lineup card and started Wandy Peralta, and then goes Kyle Hart before he even gets to Randy Vásquez, when the guy's been pitching great as a starter, and it just makes me more and more mad. Campusano, maybe, you know, he's a catcher. Maybe he needs a day off, right? I get that. I won't kill him too much on that, although when you don't have offense and the guy's your best hitter with their highest average, and he's red hot right now, and then you just take his bat out of the game without even, you know, nothing. I don't even think he hit today. But anyway, just you throw it away, you come back tomorrow. But Stammen's been doing nothing but costing this team. He does not make good decisions, man. He does not. He's all over the place with his managing style. There's no consistency in the lineup and the way he uses the pitchers. And I'd be interested to hear Javier Reyes take about this. By the way, wherever you're seeing me or hearing me right now is where you find him. YouTube right after the games, then we upload, you download Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, you know, wherever you get the audio version, and then you download OTT. Yeah, you know me, Roku, and over the top television. We're going to take a quick break, tell you about some great deals from our sponsors. Come back, player of the game, X Factor. Here's a hint. Nobody on the Padres wins anything tonight, but also, yeah, Philly won. They beat Minnesota 9-1. The Diamondbacks pounded the Braves 10-3. They've taken 2 in a row at Atlanta. And so, yeah, there you have it. That's a 3-way tie for the second and third spots in the wild card race. In this game tomorrow, it says in the YouTube description 10-10. I got to fix that. It's 10-40. Casey Mize and Tanner Bibby. We get you ready for tomorrow. Tanner Bibby, excuse me, B-I-B-E-E. Not like Mike Bibby, B-I-B-B-Y. You know what I'm saying? But man, oh man, just throw this one away. All that coming up on the other side. This is your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team, your pods, your Friars, every single day. And I can't even get to the commercials. This is unbelievable. StreamYard's frozen again. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. Let's see what we can do about this. Hold on. All right, let's see if we can. Hey, we got it fixed. What do you know? Let's go. Sorry about that, guys. We had to do that, and we are ready. Can we talk about one of the most underrated organs in your body? Your liver. It's your body's filter. It processes everything you consume and performs more than 500 functions every day. It's involved in things like energy production, digestion, fat metabolism, and vitamin storage. So it's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. That's why giving your liver daily support can be an important part of building healthy habits. Dose for your liver is a clinically backed liver health supplement designed to support daily liver function. Unlike another capsule or powder, Dose comes as a liquid 2-ounce daily shot that tastes like fresh squeezed orange juice. It's zero sugar, zero junk, and 0 calories, making it an easy addition to your daily routine. And I'll tell you this, man, the liquid format, the 2-ounce serving, tastes like fresh squeezed orange juice, just easily fits into your morning routine, part of the breakfast, and it makes the experience different than the other things like the powders and the capsules and the tablets and all that stuff. It just is a pleasant experience overall. You know what I'm saying? So if you're ready to give your liver the support it deserves, head to dosedaily.co/LockedOnMLB or enter LockedOnMLB to get 35% off your first subscription. Your body does so much for you. Let's do something for it. That's DOSCDAILY.co/LockedOnMLB for 35% off your first month subscription for Dose. Before we go any further in the show, it's time for the Everyday Icon, presented by Stance. As the official sock partner of Major League Baseball, Stance knows greatness isn't built in a single moment. It's earned over time through consistency, preparation, and showing up every day. That's why each week we're recognizing one player whose performance embodies those same qualities. And I've been giving you a different one every single day. But guess what? Today, our everyday icon is nobody. Nobody did anything. Nobody made any plays. Nobody performed well. And nobody is the everyday icon presented by Stance. Not for the Padres. Not today. Check out the icon collection from Stance. Premium comfort, performance, and durability designed for whatever your day brings. Use promo code LOCKEDON at checkout for 20% off your first purchase. Stance, the official sock partner of Major League Baseball. Learn more at stance.com. You know what that means. Okay, what time is it? It is game time. There is nothing like watching almost every San Diego Padres game, just not today. Even better when you go to watch it live. The excitement, the fans being quiet on the road, not today, and being loud at home. The only problem, getting tickets can feel like a grind. There's long queues, surprise fees, prices jumping at checkout. That's where there's Game Time. The Game Time app gives fans like you, like me, the advantage with constant innovation. It's how you unlock amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's simple to use. The Game Time guarantee means you get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time at the best price. And here's the greatest part. Fees are included in the price you see. What you see is what you pay, period. The seats views feature is huge. I can see the panoramic view from my exact seat before I buy. Zone deals. I pick the section. Game Time selects the seat. I save more. I can follow my favorite team, the Padres, and get alerts when new deals drop. I've seen some tickets drop as low as $10 make you holla. 2 taps and it's done. No stress, no hidden fees, just great seats in minutes. That's what makes it so easy to decide last minute to hit a game with Game Time. So take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDON for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code LOCKEDON for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today for Game Time. What time is it? On the Locked On Podcast Network, your team, your pods, your Friars, every single day. Yay. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. A rough one today for the Pods. 6-1 they fall at Cleveland, and it was not even. Stammen literally gave them no chance, and the offense didn't do anything anyway. I mean, they had one hit. They struck out 11 times. They only had 2 guys even left on base. You know what I'm saying? And Cantillo killed them, and the 6-game streak is over. There's a 3-way tie with the Diamondbacks and the Phillies for the 2nd and 3rd wild card spots as a result. But giving the ball to Wandy Peralta to start the game. He hasn't been pitching well really lately at all. Then you bring in Kyle Hart. Why are you messing with Randy? Why, Stammen? Why are you messing with Vásquez? He's been good his last couple times out. His last 3 outings have been really good. And you go and you fudge with that, man. Why? Managers, corporate executives, sometimes it's just like, come on, man, stop it. Stop it, bro. Why is Campusano not in the game with his 300 average? He's raking right now. You take your hottest bat out of the lineup. Bro. Anyway, they lose 6-1. And so we got a couple things to do, and we'll get you ready for tomorrow, and then we'll get on out of here because no one wants to just continue to live in this misery. Do we? Do we, StreamYard? Come on.
It's time to reveal who made the biggest under-the-radar impact with today's X Factor.
All right, there we go. I mean, who made the biggest under-the-radar impact in today's game? I mean, it's tough. There's nobody on the Padres who did anything, so there's really nobody who made an under-the-radar difference for the Padres. So you look at the Cleveland side, and I would say Ramirez, he was 1 for 3 with the RBI, had a sac fly, but coming off the hand surgery, and it's been tough going for him. So we'll say that is the player who was under the radar, making the biggest difference. And of course, then there is.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
1 hit, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, 87 pitches to pick up his 9th win. A beautiful job by Joey Cantillo. And Joey Cantillo, of course, had a really, really big game today. And, you know, just you give him a lot of credit. You give him a lot of credit. Was in the Padres organization, by the way. He's 6'4", 225. He's 9-7 with a 3.8 ERA now on the year. 26-year-old lefty from Honolulu, Hawaii, with a nice job today. And he is the player of the game. Of course, you have the rubber match of this series coming up now tomorrow, which becomes huge because obviously, you know, you won the opener and you want to win another series and you want to keep pace at the very least in the wild card race. Is 10:40 first pitch tomorrow. And, you know, Casey Mize making his 3rd start. First one didn't go so well in Arizona. Second one against Milwaukee went very well. Tanner Bibby, 4-12 with a 3.99 for Cleveland. Mize 4-7 with a 3.38 for the Padres. Again, 10:40 a.m. is the first pitch tomorrow, and we will be here right after the game on YouTube with your Padres postcast. We've been late the last couple of nights with all the football stuff and everything going on the network, so we apologize for that, but the audience looking good tonight, and that's going to do it for the postcast, thankfully, after that game. But thank you for making Locked On Padres and your Padres postcast your first listen every day. Come on, Stammen. For your second listen, find the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. It says all night on the script, and usually I gloss right over it and trip me up today. Every game, every night until a World Series champ is crowned. You get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. And as always, keep your game tight and your mind right. You can't win them all, right? Throw it away, come back and win tomorrow behind Mize, and then you go on to New York and see what you can do against the come on out and beat the Mets. 6-1 the final, 6-game streak over. You've still won 16 out of 21. You're still in a 3-way tie for the 2 wild card spots. You got 1 hit. It happens. It happened when you ran into Robbie Ray. It happened when you ran into Fott and the other dude, the rookie in Arizona, whose name I can't remember right now, but it happens, and you just bounce back tomorrow as they've done all year. Don't mean to overreact so much, but Craig Stammen takes the hottest bat out of the lineup today in Campusano when he's raking 3 games in a row, and then he just has to tinker with Randy Vásquez, who's been great, and he's got to start Wandy, and then he's got to bring in Kyle, blame it on my wild heart, and just completely screw Randy over and mess up the whole game. And I just think that that's really unconscionable and ridiculous and very corporate executive-like of him. And we all know how that works out if you work in a corporation with all these fools who get the corner offices and try to tell the people who actually do things how to do them better when they have no idea. Anyway, That's a wrap for me. Jim Grieshauber, call me Grease. And of course, I'm exaggerating for effect. It's a show. It's only entertainment. But I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I always do. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from me and from Javi to all of you, the best fans in baseball and the everydayers all the way down to the newbies, for helping us be the #1 sports podcast network. Keep your game tight and your mind right. Peace from Greece. We'll see you, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's your choice, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team, your pods, your Friars every